What's going on, boxing fans? Just coming at you with another video. This is just talking about Bob Arum in general. I'm gonna try to be real brief. You know, Bob Arum's affecting this sport to a certain degree because, you know, he's one of the top promoters in the sport, top rank, and a lot of the good fighters are under his promotion. So, you know, in boxing, anybody that watches and knows, you got promoters, you got managers, and you got trainers, you know, and some people are self-promoters like Mayweather, Roy Jones Jr. They promote themselves, you know, which I think is the best thing to do. If I ever go pro, I'd rather promote myself. Anyways, this shit kicked back to let's kick back to Cotto versus Clottey. That's where I really noticed this shit. Cotto versus Clottey. Cotto came out first 2 rounds, I believe. Maybe midway through the 3rd round, it was doing alright. Midway through the 3rd round, Clottey took over, I believe, until maybe the 10th, or I think so. Until the 10th round, Clottey pretty much, you know, dominated the fight. And then Cotto tried to make a comeback the last 2 or 3 rounds it was. Tried to make a comeback. Overall, anybody that, you know, I like both these fighters, you know. I like Joshua Clottey and I like Miguel Cotto, so I took a neutral stand when this fight happened. Both fighters, but I mean, come on, Clottey won that fight. I don't care who you like, Clottey won that fight. Anybody that knows boxing knows Clottey won that fight. He got robbed, they gave it to Cotto. At the time, Cotto had 1 loss on his resume, right? Only loss was to Antonio Margarita. So they wanted to keep him winning. So they gave him the victory. Next fight was against Manny Pacquiao. We know what happened in that fight. Pacquiao destroyed him, right? So next fight, now it's Pacquiao versus Joshua Clottey. Joshua Clottey went in there and you know, I don't know. Clottey doesn't throw a lot of. I didn't expect him to match Manny Pacquiao in any possible way with a lot of punches. Because for even an average fighter, I think Clottey is more on that defensive scheme. You know, his peekaboo defense. He's more on that defensive scheme than throwing punches. You know, so I knew he wasn't going to throw punches like that, but it's the way he did it. It's a lot of shit leading up to the fight, man. I understand you like Manny Pacquiao, but it's a fight. He was just playing it way too cool, man. And the old Clottey I know, man, he would talk a little bit of trash. I don't know if you, man, go on YouTube and watch some videos. Clottey versus Zab Judah, Clottey versus Cotto before the fight. Clottey versus what's the other guy he faced, man? Oh man, the same guy Mayweather faced, guy that passed away. I don't want to kill time on this video, but you know, check into his other fights, man. Clottey would talk a little bit of trash, like, yeah, you know, they think they better than me or whatever like that, but you know, they gonna have to give me my just due. He gave Margarita a little problems, as I recall. I don't know if that ended. I think that fight ended in a disqualification. You know, Clottey's a solid opponent, man. He's never been dominated in a fight. Never been dominated in a fight. In the fights they say he lost, he didn't lose. He was just getting robbed, you know what I'm saying? So when Clottey went in there and faced Pacquiao, man, it almost looked as if he didn't give an effort like that. I mean, yeah, he was catching him, he was countering him a little bit, but I don't know, man. It wasn't the same Clottey. Like I said, leading up to the fight, he wasn't the same Clottey. He was just playing it too cool, like I'm gonna do my best, and it's almost as to say I'm just going here to get this check. I don't know if Bob Arum slid him some money under the table. I don't know what's going on in professional boxing, especially when it comes to top rank. I don't know what's going on because we haven't even heard from Clottey since the fight, dog. This nigga just been chilling in Accra, Ghana, and Africa, just chilling, man. Bob Arum probably saw, man, you open your mouth and, man, you ain't never gonna get a passport to the USA again. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know, man. I know I'm being funny and shit, but real talk, though. Real talk. I don't know what's going on with Bob Arum, dog. I don't know if he handed some money on the table on some real shit to Joshua Clottey, and the fight was a little bit kind of like fixed. I don't want to think that. I don't want to think that. I'm not saying all of boxing is like that. I'm just saying for this one fight, if it was kind of set up in a way like, you know what I mean, I don't know. Because Clottey always wanted a big fight, and Bob Arum gave him that big fight and was like, yo, take this money and get out of here. You know what I mean? Don't come at. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, moving on to the next fight, Margarito versus Pacquiao, right? Margarito had just came off suspension, had 2 fights or 1 fight, I'm not sure, but I know it was in Mexico, both fights. And the fights, I heard, you know what I mean, he did alright. I didn't see him. I know one was pay-per-view. I didn't bother ordering it. But the 1 fight, I heard he did alright, you know what I mean? He wasn't nothing spectacular like the old Margarito, you know what I mean? He just looked average. So I don't understand how a guy that just came off of suspension for having plaster wraps just automatically can come back and get a top fight like that when you didn't fight anybody, dog. At least fight even one of the young guys, Timothy Bradley, Amir Khan, Victor Ortiz, but at least we know you back on the map. You know what I mean? Fight on HBO, fight somebody that the crowd knows. Then we know, okay, Margarito's back. Then put him in a big fight. But you just fight on some little underground shit in Mexico and then you come back and give him a big fight. That's Bob Arum right there. That's Bob Arum, you know, keeping money in house. He just won't go outside the box and say, yo, let's put Pacquiao against. Pacquiao ain't scared of nobody, man. Bull's a warrior. He ain't scared of nobody. Let's put Pacquiao up against, well, I would say Kermit Citron until this motherfucker ran out the ring against Paul Williams. But let's put him up against Paul Williams, matter of fact. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's 6'1", but Pacquiao got speed and he got power. He'll be in and out with his footwork, in and out all fight. Let's make it interesting. People really be like, damn, Pacquiao done beat everybody up, you know what I mean? Ain't no point in watching put him up. Even though Andre Berto, I think Andre Berto deserves a shot more than Margarito. I know he ain't gonna be Pacquiao, but at least he's been in boxing all along. You know what I mean? He didn't get suspended or nothing like that or go to some other country and fight some underground fights. He's been on the main screen on HBO all along. So he deserves a shot against Pacquiao. You see what I'm saying? But hey, I know Pacquiao will destroy that kid. I know how many mistakes he makes. So let's make it interesting and put him against like a Paul Williams. You see what I'm saying? But Bob Arum don't even look at them choices. He just goes, man, that's too much of a risk for my fighter. Fuck that. Plus he ain't with Top Rank, so I'm gonna keep doing Top Rank shit. If he giving a deadline to Mayweather, like Mayweather little kid. If you don't respond by so and so, then I'm just gonna make another Top Rank fight. Man, come on, man. Bob Arum is full of shit, and I ain't knocking him for it because you know that's his hustle. It's putting money, man, moolah in his pocket, the cash cow. So it's a smart business strategy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking him for it, but the fans, you know what I mean? You kind of get let down because we don't see the best possible fight that Pacquiao could fight next. You know what I mean? And I'm not taking nothing away from Margarito. You know, Margarito, I'm sure, you know, he'll come. You know, if he keeps, you know, maybe Shane was just a bad night. You know what I mean? Margarito could still be the old Margarito. But then again, I have question marks because I don't know how, you know, I know this guy has a chin. You can't take that away from him. Margarito has a chin. And he you know, he throws good combinations coming forward. But we don't know if he really has that knockout power like he really had once because I don't know how many fights his hand was wrapped. I wasn't in the dressing room. I'm not part of his team or his management, so I don't know. Questions have to be answered. I guess, you know, we'll see how he does against Pacquiao. I wish him luck, and I hope it's a good fight, and I'm definitely going to order it and see it. But, you know, man, Bob Arum, man, you know, peep the scheme. Bob Arum, this shit could go on for days and days. Brandon Rios, who just fought Anthony Peterson, that's Top Rank. You know what I mean? Salido versus Gamboa, that's Top Rank. You know what I mean? If the shit keeps going on for days and days, Top Rank is not necessarily making the big fights, man. When is, you know what I mean? One thing I don't understand is when is my man Manuel Lopez going to face Gamboa? Now, I know he's facing Rafael Marquez, and that's going to be a tough fight, but I expected him to face Gamboa by now, you know, and they both under Top Rank, so I thought Bob Arum would be hyped to make that fight, but hasn't happened yet. I don't know what's going on. Can't read Bob Arum's mind, but all I know is, man, he's kind of fucking shit up a little bit in the boxing world, man. You leave me your thoughts and your opinions on it, man, and you know, thanks for watching my video. Thanks for subscribing, people that subscribe, man.